Hello, you pompous puffins. This is the Roguerifler, and we are in the end game fighting lots and lots and lots of things. Holy cow, we're surrounded. Got bad guys over here. Well, I don't know if we'd call them bad guys. We're destroying their brethren, but they're fighting back, so now they're the bad guys. And we've got more dudes. These are all midgets, by the way. We destroyed what's his face, Corvin. I'm never gonna remember his name. This is like the third episode in a row where I've tried to remember his name, even consecutively playing them, and I still can't do it. Holy cow! They built a tier 4 unit. This changes nothing and everything. And holy cow, this might actually be dangerous. We might break a sweat. And they've been also eating a little bit of our territory, so I'm gonna try to be annoying and spawn owls with the global ops to just yoink that territory back. Be like, nope, it's mine. And if they do still somehow occupy the territory, um, we'll send an army or something. I don't know. Spacers want our energy. We have so much energy. You can take all that you want. Got idle dudes. Turn up the energy. Turn up the happiness. This actually looks like we can now share and sell excess. And we've got the export center. We need the optimization center. We need the defense. And so, yeah, stuff is happening, and has happened. I don't know. Who's even eating food at this point? Can we just shove our food stuff somewhere? Like, where's it going? All those colonies are pumping food into those. That's a lot of colonies. Holy cow. So, these guys are also potentially upgrading. Yeah, we don't need all this, so we're just going to put that, and we're going to share and sell excess. And we can even rush this for 300. That sounds a bit too much. What are we doing? Well, that looks a little scary. Do I have a teleporter nearby? I do. I could send this army over here to help reinforce. I think that's the plan. So this is our slowest stack. So we're going to move these guys in to reinforce. In case these guys go and have some problems. It's looking very basic over here. Please attack us next turn. Doesn't look like it. So I'm going to take the liberty to get a super missile launcher over here. So we figured out how crazy fun those are. And on this front, you can just build a couple of these gals. Oh, we already have a couple of them. We have too many of them. That wasn't smart. Well, we can just kind of have a trash stack. And we can build one of these. Now I want it super engineer over here, so let's get one. And we could even rush this. Over here we also have another engineer. Make it the Ultra Engineer. So this is a stack that's ready to go out and kick some butt. We've got these guys, which are not fully upgraded, but they're close. So we have another triple stack that we could send up. Let's use these guys to move north. And we could do a little bit more upgrading on the way as needed. We've got... These guys are almost... I mean, they're... Honestly, we could just bring these guys as well. They're ready. And what does this want? Most definitely... Well, we could get another engineer. I'm becoming partial to the engineers. And we could just keep this guy. Oh, why did I move the whole stack? I thought I clicked the button indicating I just wanted to move the one unit. So I think that's the army over there. That's another stack. So one more turn, we should just be able to grab these guys. We could deploy the units now. Play that guy over there. And I think they took, what other sector did they take from me? This one. So, deploy another owl up here, just to annoy people and make them realize their efforts will be utterly unnecessary. Oh, they took that over. Cool. So we're going to wait on land, probably one space off on land, and see what happens up there. Gonna wait for that fight. We're gonna move this guy over here to defend. And what is this guy doing? Does this even defend it? Not really. So I think we just march north. It's not a whole lot of crazy stuff I should do, so we're just gonna march and start taking these things. I could conquer them with one stack at a time, but I don't want to split up and, you know, expose my units to being utterly ganged by all sorts of stuff. So there we go. That's a lot of units waiting to be put into armies. Oh, we actually ran out of energy. That's crazy. What could I do? Well, we could upgrade the energy sectors. That's one way to deal with it. Guys waiting. These guys are moving. They didn't kill this unit for whatever reason, so... Oh, we found their capital. We found them. So that means this army could just head straight to their capital, hopefully find their commander along the way. Is their commander defeated? No, I don't know where Polina is. We could kill Polina and take that. Things will be going well. What else is going on? This army is... That army's ready to go I guess it needs to join up so we can get these guys over here and sort out another stack. Got Pug, some backline. I can't afford really anything at this point. So what can I build? What could I build in the turn that would affect anything? The median force, is that already upgraded fully? Looks like it. No, I really don't care about anything else. Maybe the green light district. This green light district, tier 4 it is not. There was potential to upgrade this somehow. You have to build the ruins upgrade. And that is right here. Boom. Now these guys, what do I want to do with them? They're fully upgraded and ready to go. I could substitute one of these stacks out. So you can't really defend with 4 stacks unless you have 7, right? Because then they could just attack in a different pattern. So I could bring these guys back. We already have these guys coming on in. I think they can actually defend in a turn, so I'm not too worried about that mess up there. I could send that all the way out here to secure this stuff, which is kind of silly. I don't know. Or we could just have it ready for a counteroffensive, maybe. There's too many decisions. I think we don't need it, because they're not actually grabbing this territory. Like, I can just take it back if they leave. So let's bring this, and it's near a teleporter. Is there any place we want to redeploy it? I could bring it over here. Send it out with that army next. I think that's the plan. We're just gonna sit. I don't think we need to do a whole lot more. I could just take this back this turn. Boom. How does it feel? Okay, and now we're on the other side of the world. Build defense, I guess. These guys are unhappy. We can fix that. Holy cow. I guess I have a lot of energy potential. We should... Well, I can build that, and... Do I already have colonist care? Did I never actually research it? I never actually researched it. That's hilarious. Let's do that next. There's stuff. More decisions that I shouldn't really have to care about. We still have all the stuff in the world. Holy cow. I don't even think... What on earth do we need? More food. Upgrades. Alright, that's enough upgrading. And we have no energy. That means we can't really spend our tactical ops. Does mean any fights we have this turn, we won't have a whole lot of options in terms of our tactical operations. Because I'm out of energy. I'm the best. So, who's going? Orange. What's Orange doing? Doesn't look like a whole lot. So, I don't know how they could do this, you know, a bit better. Well, it does. The ending takes a little bit. It's a little tedious, but I guess it's nowhere near as bad as other strategy games. It's honestly a huge improvement, right? You compare this to like a Total War game. It's very, very, very tedious. Absolutely tedious, and did I mention tedious? But we do have this end phase where it's like I hit the end turn button, and then we wait. I don't know what I'm complaining about. Compared to what Mortal Empires is, this is so much faster. Oh no, they found Freddy. Freddy's dead. Goodbye, Freddy. It's okay, you were a mindless drone anyway, so that means no one actually cared about you. But Freddy's death was not in vain, because we know where their capital is, and that means we can march on them. Holy cow, that is quite the, I guess they're taking out our water sectors. Impossible battle. Oh, they're attacking this. That's fine. They're trying to take our sectors. We're still nowhere near. Whoops. Yeah, we're still nowhere near losing that risky battle. All right, they came in. They wanted to say hello. It's time. I don't know. To show them that we're the friendly neighbors. I got nothing. I really don't. So, how are we going to handle this? Well, let's look at what they have. They have tons of these little stunty armored dudes that have high armor, high resistance to explosive damage. They can reconstruct friendly mechanical units, and they apply energy drain, and they do like an anti-armor attack, right? Target which jumps between. They have an AoE attack. Okay. So highly resilient highly resilient armored units, and unfortunately I don't have a lot of anti-armor. I have a little bit of armor penetration, especially on my melee units, but it's going to take a little while to hack through those guys. What else do they have? What about their support units? Okay, so they're integrated. They're doubly integrated. So they're going to have some like AoE effects. And from a previous playthrough, we've learned how broken these guys are. Holy cow. And this guy has lots of sprayness. Oh, makeshift acid jet, anti-armor. You can deploy a melee drone. Okay. But for the most part, they have a fairly slow army that has lots of armor. So how do we deal with a fairly slow army? Well, we don't run out and meet them. At least not yet. So we're going to let them get close for a turn. Put our melee units up front. We're eventually going to, move the melee units out, but I want their units to have to come to us a bit. Let's see. This guy can probably stand over here. Actually, we should spread out because they probably have strategic operations out the wazoo. I don't want to just give them free damage by standing next to each other. The drone carrier, actually, the drone carrier probably wants to stand here, so that way you can affect kind of both of these sides, and we want to just... I don't want bomber drones. I think I want attack drones initially. So we're just going to start summoning those. We've got a lot of range stuff. Support units are going to hang back while their units advance. And we've got a couple of these guys that can teleport units out of position, so we're going to put them again in an area where they can cover 2 lanes and potentially like come forward and grab someone out of position. I don't think that's what they're going to be used for a lot because, again, a lot of their units are these like big, heavy tier 3 units. So I don't think they're going to get a whole lot of value, but you never know. This guy can actually just come up and hang out over here. And these guys might as well just sit back and wait for their time. So I think that's okay. This guy has some pretty nasty AoE attacks, as well as an AoE rocket. What do I want to do with him? Where is he? Oh, he's just going to chill. That's exactly what he's going to do. Okay, they're buffing themselves. So they have tons of armor, which is gonna suck. They're resetting their armor cooldowns. Okay. Okay. So this one unit's kind of out of position. We could run in and do something about it. I think we might as well. Otherwise, they're just going to keep putting out more of those armor buffs are free, essentially. And our tank, pop a smoke, hang out mid. Got this guy to come over here. This thing. Actually, it doesn't really matter if it moves or if it uses all of its action points because it doesn't have a defense mode. We're going to stay mid still, put out another attack drone. Let's actually get the whole shebang going. So next turn they'll be able to move out and do lots of crazy things. This guy, where do they want to go? Gonna get into position. Bring up our back line. Probably should have put a buff on them, but didn't do it. What's the range on this? 4. I could move this up, but I feel like out in the open like that it would just die. I actually want to run this person over here. Probably should have put a buff on her again, but I didn't. I think I can actually rectify that situation. There we go. This guy can get the cover. Not seeing a whole lot of movement on that front, but we'll keep the bike over here for now. Let's get defense at mid. Again, they kind of have to run into me, so that's fine. I think I want this guy here in defense mode. Okay, I think we're okay. I have to figure out exactly what we're going to actually use, but haven't seen an option yet. Okay. So that's a lot of resets, daemons. Okay. It's time to start doing glorious battle. So, do I have any good shots with him? No. I think this is where we go in and we start attacking. This guy should just be able to tank this guy for days. He still gets staggered, unfortunately. Get on this guy. And we can start maybe gunning down these things. Okay, it's kind of where I want them. This thing can also move up. We're not going to use our deploy everything, or use everything this turn. Let's get a bomber. So that thing can kind of move and then act. So, or it can use most of its action points and still get most of the value out of its attack, I guess is what I'm trying to say. 61 damage, 60%. That's also 60%. Let's take that. That's good. Then we can start moving this guy up. Doesn't have a decent attack, so we're not going to take it. Those guys are all hidden, essentially. Now that's a big group up. That's asking to be bombed. So we're going to come over here, put obscured on this to make it hard to hit, and see if we can fire into the blob. Looks like we can, but at the expense of our own units. I don't know why it's only a 25% hit chance. That's 70%. And everything was resisted. It's unfortunate. They're just going to pour on the damage. This Valkyrie is actually in position to do some pretty awesome damage. Come over here. I could also use her leap, or I could just blind them all. Like, I just do this. Or I could get in and do damage. Oh, that's rough. This is like an absolute firing squad. I don't want anything to do with that. God, how long does this boosted buff last? 3 turns? Just absolute firing squad. I think we want to just do the blind debuff. Okay, that probably wasn't worth it at all. What's their hit chance? Not really great. Let's just start shooting at that, even though we're doing little to no damage. And I think bring these guys back. Now I could reset this thing's cooldowns and get another squadron out. I think actually we'll do that. Put on another attack drone. There we go. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh yikes, that sounded bad. No one's horribly dead yet. This guy is almost horribly dead, but we have engineer drones. They make everything better. Everybody gets a heal. So we're going to use all of our drone attacks. There's no reason not to. And we could just get rid of all their action points too, because that's fun. Let's see. Does anyone need some support? This guy needs some HP back. So that's some of those drones. This is a bomber drone. Is there any place I can get to and be slightly effective? Come over here. Okay, and this is another attack drone. Try to finish this guy off. 20%. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen, they did it. Is that all of our drones? Looks like it. So let's do it again. This guy can now come over here and heal this dude. That guy doesn't really have any actions left. Just does hardly anything. So let's try to gun that thing down. Now officially dead. Alright, well that's close to being dead. We can also just run in and finish him. Boom. And this tank guy, God. The damage is non-existent. Maybe we could get a stasis proc, or just kill him outright. That's great too. Now there's this whole mess over here. But I can just come in and actually let's pop our resistances. Then let's do our AoE. Oof, that's pretty nice. Same thing, pop the resistances, and we're gonna come on in. Kind of want to kill the healer. So let's just focus him down. Let me just put out fire there. I think everyone's healthy. I don't have any other super cooldowns to spam. Although, we could just keep action accelerating our drone carrier. I swear it's balanced. And our healing drone. And there's no reason not to just come over here and do a little bit of healing. They just resurrect him for free. Oh, that's terrifying. Alright, well, it's time to kill them again. But first, should make the most out of our bomber. Just concussion on hit. I should have shot him. I didn't, because I was dumb. Let's see. Should actually just come over here and kill that. This guy has AoE stuff. There's not a whole lot that I want to hit with that. So we need to get our drones. That's the first step. There's nothing left over here. Is there any healing we could do with this guy? A little bit. And deploy another bomber. Actually, we have another support drone over here. Yes, we do. So let's do that. And just gonna give them more actions. Okay, so that guy can't do anything. I think I just want to focus down this guy, prevent him from resurrecting things. What's our abduct chance? It's probably non-existent. 53. Holy cow, we abducted him. No, he's one shot. Okay, so that guy can't do anything. This one's dead. I think this one also already used his resurrection. I kind of have to deal with this guy. Do I have any sort of... Well, I could just teleport him out of his own cover, maybe. Maybe we could, like, teleport him back here. There we go. Now plink him to death with support units. All right, he was plunked. There we go. And our tank. Drive on over. Start doing damage. This guy's just going to run over here to deal with that guy next turn. I think we could finish off this guy. And the bike. It's already used its heal. We can get behind the shot blocker. Let's just use that and miss horribly. It's great. Do you have anything that needs healing? Anyone want healing? Do you want healing? Nobody? Absolutely no one needs healing? Alright. Okay, so our actually this guy just can't even finish him off. There's too much defense. Now you can run this guy into melee. Probably shouldn't have done that because it would have been better to use our bomber. But I'm the best player ever. So let's just focus on that guy. And we could do the reverse. What is it? The reverse evacuate. Boop. It's when your jetpack's not working, you too can still get into combat. Just run in with that guy. Not really a whole lot left. Get some more drones out, because why not? And I think that's basically it. Everyone's absolutely almost healed up. I guess this guy can get a heal. Boom, we did it. I think we just end turn. And then it's time. So we're losing our drones. So that's the other thing to keep in mind. Drones have a 4-turn timer. That's why they're all just kind of disappearing. So I still don't know if I consider them like broken. They're very good at what they do, especially if you can get a mod that increases the HP of the drone. But anyway. We managed to hold. Where are we at? So we're past that invasion. We're going to just start taking territory. And honestly, this army is just going to go straight to their capital. There's no reason not to. What's going on over here? So the army came back to take her territory. That's funny. I could attack these guys and fight 3v3. There's a lot of avatars there. Do they affect cyborg units? Can they take control of them? That's the question. Override, mechanical or cyborg. Yikes. So, what does that even mean? Well, come back here. It's so dumb. I should probably do something about that encroaching stack. Let's see. That's an army there and an army and a half. Let's see. Just gonna bring these guys forward, make this guy a super engineer, upgrade this guy as well. So that army is ready to push into. It looks like there's a lot of stuff over here. I'm gonna see what it is and maybe force them to fight on their own turf. We've got another Uber engineer and this full stack. I did send our bomber down over here. That might have been a mistake. I do have a bomber down here. I could actually fight them 4v3 with the bomber down with the bomber down squad. That might be the plan. Alright, we do something like this. So I think that's the play there. These guys are going to move depending on what happens. In terms of stacks, I really like the AoE stuff. It's absolutely nuts. But it's eating into our budget. Ugh, we're talking about budget again. Oh man, we're gonna have to go back to budget tanks. In the grimdark future, there are only budget tanks. So we have a tank, an engineer, we have a pug, probably double melee that we need to upgrade. And I guess a backliner? So I'll be ready to go next turn. We have even more units. Gosh, we need so much Cosmite. I should actually build a pug. Even do. Whenever this unit takes damage, attackers teleport it. Void-Tech or Void-Tech modded units adjacent to this one receive 3 shields and gain a level of stagger resistance. Oh baby. That's quite a lot. Too bad we just don't have any absolute anything. 24 damage, massive impact. All non-Void-Tech in the area are randomly teleported, position 3 hexes away. And then we have like the shitty version of the mass driver. Alright. Oh, that's right. And these guys made a dumb mistake. Got bike, do double melee, and get that ready to go next turn. Or not next turn, but in the future, in the grimdark future. Where we keep building engineers because I like them. We just come over and yoink this back. Oh no, we can't. There's an adjacent unit. Abort! Abort! Get out of dodge! Oh, I'm having too much fun. So I think these guys can hold against that, though we're not going to fight it. This guy was going to reinforce the army, but didn't need reinforcing. I don't know what it does. It just chills. It's like, hey, I'm over here. And on this front, we've got... I have to worry about that incoming stuff, unfortunately. Put an Echo Walker. We could just have like an unupgraded stack units here. I think we'd still do pretty well against this stuff. And we've got tons of energy, so I might as well rush this. We actually could actually have this thing go back to growing, because we can get a little bit more food, a little bit more production, and we still have the happiness. So that's fine. Guys are almost ready to move out. This is where we hope the AI isn't awful, and we just go and murder their stuff. Are you kidding me? How do you lose a... I will not stand for this nonsense. It's like, how? Just... You have a bunch of unupgraded nonsense. I just run at them with my tank and be like, hey, deal with me. Oh wait, you can't. Oh, by the way, I also have this guy over here. Just deploy a rocket launcher that goes like, hey, I heard you like rockets. And they're like, well, I guess we do now. And then this guy can just run behind cover, take that thing out next turn. For more bonus points, let's just run over here, skewer this guy, run him in, because I just don't care. Like, how is this a thing? Game, please. And we do it again. There, boom. What you gonna do? And we do the same thing over here. Where do I want to deploy it? I don't think it matters. We'll get into the smoke screen, drop the turret, start just not being able to shoot anything because of the stagger. Alright, well we could start blowing up the wall. By blowing up the wall I mean not actually blowing up the wall. We'll throw on this guy so he doesn't just get horribly slaughtered, but honestly it's just getting in position to do absolutely heinous things next turn. And we've got guys just moving forward being like, okay, I too can do horrible things to the enemy. This guy's just gonna run behind the shot blocker and threaten shooting lots of guns. This guy's gonna say, hey, shoot me. And hopefully they will. Same here. He's gonna say, hey, I'm a threat. You should be worried about me. Don't ignore me, please. These guys, I don't even know what they want to do. We're just gonna run at them. And that's that. Now let's see what happens. Oh, they missed. Oh. Wow. Oh no, they scanned us. They blinded us. That's actually kind of annoying. Oh no. They entangled us when we're destroying them from range. How dare they? Wow. I mean, that's all I can say right now. Now it's like, oh, your units are still clustered together, eh? Boom, take some damage. Got another turret. Boom, more damage. This guy comes around the corner and says, yo, what's up, turret? Too bad he can't actually make the turret hallucinate. That would be a little silly, but it'd be fun. Boom. Let's just kill turret. Really nothing else to do over there. And then, let's see, we launched a missile. We could launch, what else do we want to do? That's just awful. I know what we can do. We can pop our defenses, come on in, do the big ol' AoE. It's great. This guy should be able to finish this guy. If I should be able to finish him, I mean, absolutely not at all. Oh, come on. What else do we do? Well, this guy... Gonna get a shot. Apparently not. So if I do that, like, just look at that. Any crits, so this guy's hallucinating, he's bleeding. Apparently he's not on fire. I don't understand how he's not on fire. I guess it only lights the person in the center of the target, in the center of the targeter on fire, but I wouldn't know. I'm just gonna, boom, overkill. And what else do we do? This guy looks like he can't do anything, and then we're like, oh wait, how about another missile turret? Just more of them. And you liked artillery. I like artillery. We all love artillery. Do you like artillery? That's too bad. Okay, now we're down to one action. Can we just kill it? And now there's this biomancer. She's like, oh, what do I do? It's like, hey, I heard you like missiles, so I brought you some missiles. Oh, I had like 4 more. Jesus. Do I want to absorb it? Do I want to raise it? We'll absorb it. Why not? We'll pretend like the game will last that long. And then over here, just be like, hey. Let's see if the AI will... do we actually want to fight this? We've got a bunch of... They're upgraded. This could be a battle. This could be interesting. We got a bunch of low-tier stuff. Oh, they're giving their speeches. Not a whole lot of speeches these days. It's what happens when you start dying horribly. They see the maw of the great machine approaching them, and they despair. They're putting up a lot of boxes, I must say. So, just gonna do our thing, run units in, they're just gonna get in. Might not be the best, but that's what we're doing. I can pull people out of position next turn. This is our disposable trooper. It's like a normal trooper, except no one cares about if he lives or dies. And we'll make this guy obscured, sit him down. That'll be hard for them to do anything about him. Oh, by the way, we have a drone carrier. Let's just run over here and start summoning drones. Let's do bombers. And this guy, I don't even have turrets. Like, holy heck. Oh, that was a slight mistake. He's just gonna run over. Hopefully they'll shoot at him and not at this guy. I don't think it matters. Here, we'll scourge him from shooting at that guy. Drone carrier. Go into super armor mode. And got the Air Force is coming on in, boys. Let's summon this guy so we can just run at them. Stand out in the open and get shot horribly. That's a great way to go. Let's do that. Why not? That was probably a mistake. Whoa there. Let's not be overconfident. Just a little overconfident. This guy can run over here, get in position later. This guy has a teleport. And he can just teleport in and mind control someone. I forgot about that. So, boom. What are you gonna do? We're gonna shoot our turrets. Okay, well, we're gonna use these guys to eat the melee attacks. Oh, they didn't knock him back. Huh. I don't know why they're not knocking him back. Is it because he has the resistance? I don't know. I don't know these things. So they're all engaged in melee. Okay, and then we have bombers out the wazoo. Oh, man. Oh, I can't bombing run where the bombs have already run. That's how you say things. Let's see. Well, I can drop these bombs, although all my units are clustered around because we're the best tactician. Gotta do the AoE attacks first, then you have to deploy, then you deploy the melee units. That's what Sun Tzu said, right? I don't know. We're just, everything's made up at this point. What does this guy want to do? He wants to get in, but there's not really a place to get into. And I don't want to just cluster up. So let's come over here, hang out. Let's see. Got a couple nice shots there. Deploy another bomber. And there's not a whole lot to support. Where's our teleporter? Gets us in. Then they tried to melee him, but that was a mistake. 100% chance at mind control. Boom, easy. And this guy had the audacity of shooting our guy, so we're gonna pull him out, give him a good ol' shot in the face, say, "How dare you?" This guy can heal. So yeah, I don't know why some of the units are not are able to just. Maybe it's because they're like high. What's their prime rank give them? Is that what's going on? Ignore Overwatch. Boom! Wow! All our questions were eventually answered. And there we go. I mean, it was totally intentional. I 100% knew what was going on the entire time. It was the long plan. That's such a good unit. Holy cow. Oh, and this guy has an ability. Let's just chill. Oh, I shot. I was trying to melee. That was a mistake. And these things have, I believe, AoE ground attack? No, they don't. They're normal units. Okay. Do we have a way? I could just give them more missiles. Here, have some more missiles. And then they use their missiles to do things. That gets rid of their defense. This guy can run over here. Oof, that was super effective. And then we're just down to this other guy. Let's just, boom, come over here. I've got plenty of shots, so let's try to abduct him. Yoink. There we go. Hello. Hi, firing squad. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing great. Okay, so we are defeating the enemy on all fronts. I'm tempted to just send this army over here, but we need something to prevent an army from coming down that way. Oh, and we still have the big battle. So let's do the big battle. It's like a normal battle, but slightly larger. I don't know. We're supreme content. So we've got 3 stacks against. We got 4 stacks against 3, and it's saying it's a risky battle. I do have to be very careful of their hackers, because a lot of my units are cyborgs or mechanical. So we'll be relying a little bit on our living stack, but I think this will be a lot better than if we did the city fight. So our goal is to kill just, oh man, we get all of these. Oh, it's too powerful. So all their units are slowed. We've got a shroud generator, which keeps them from using range attacks, and we just do damage to them. Just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. This is a vine bud. What does it want to do in life? Wants to get its vines into position to do nothing. So, what's its... Okay, so it has this ability to take over units, and it can just... I thought that was a full action. It's not, apparently. Well, there's a lot of counterplay. I shouldn't be too concerned about that. What's the plan? Do we have an engineer? Oh, baby, we do. So it's time to do engineer things. Well, that thing's out in the open now. Don't know if we can actually capitalize on that. It's looking like we can't. I think we'll just move up slowly. While our reinforcements come in, and we can exploit our range advantage. More than likely we'll get a second turret going, because again, they have no range attacks essentially. They have to come to us, so there's no reason to make it easy on them. Probably a little clustered. We'll see what happens over there. I guess next turn we'll try to get an abduction going. They don't have any way to shoot across that. I don't know what they're trying to do over there. It's like, you're slow, you have no range. What do you even do in life? You just cry. Have a bad day. Let's just cluster up a little bit. What's it gonna hurt? And then watch all my units just get horribly destroyed. So these guys are much better off. Let's see. Get our tanky units out front. I don't even think we need to use our shields yet. No wait on that. Maybe next turn we can try and... I don't know. We'd have to scan an avatar, and I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, I didn't know they could buff themselves with that. There you go. Just look at them. They can't move anywhere. They're like, ugh, it's so, ugh. It's like moving through molasses and what else? Just, I don't even know. They're having a hard time. It's rough. And now, we get to be like, hey, I heard you like missiles. And this guy can come over and... I think we want to just put out more missile launchers. There's no reason not to. They also have terrible range, so we can just kind of leapfrog the missiles a bit. So what's our abduction chance? Oof, alright, well, that should be a kill. Hopefully, maybe. Want to give him hallucinations first. And that didn't work out. Then we just want to shoot at him a bunch. He's just going to AoE all of our units. It's going to be a really bad day. Okay, well that didn't work out as I thought it would. Let's give this guy a little bit of a protection buff. And our backline can move up. Pop his resistances. We can do some AoE stuff. Probably should have buffed him. Oh my god, I misclicked. Ugh. Alright, well. Got nothing there. Can't really get a kill. This guy's in danger. Do have all these units now. So that's pretty much a dead unit, I think. Probably should have buffed him earlier, but I didn't. They resisted everything. What's the range on this? 5. Just put them to sleep. There we go. When in doubt, put them to sleep. Is there anything I want to do over here? I'd like to just kill this unit. There's no reason not to. Oh, they have chaining attacks. We lost our owl, unfortunate. These units are still not going anywhere. Okay. On this front, we should be able to do some pretty heinous damage. And by heinous damage, I mean almost none. Oh, we got something in. Guy can put up some shields. He has self-heal, so let's just fire at him while we have a chance. I should be using these guys first, but I'm not. And we could scan one of them. Let's see. Everybody's stunned and having a bad day. But we still should be able to kill that thing. And I want to heal this thing, because it might die. Oh, whoops. Well, that was a slight mistake. Wasn't really subtle, anything subtle about it, to be honest. And that guy is just getting pounded. Oh my gosh, he's still alive. We can give our engineer a couple more. Let's get it back a little bit. Another ultra missile launcher. Alright, so what is our goal over here? Well, I don't think that guy's not sleeping anymore for whatever reason. I think we want to just focus their support unit. And over here. Focus this guy. Actually, I should get behind cover. Let's see. On this front, this guy took over our unit. I don't think. I think I have to cleanse it. I don't know if I can. What does this do? I think I have to cleanse it. I'm wondering if I kill this thing, if the unit will come back under my control. I hope it will. Okay, it did. That's great. Let's run over here, pop the resistances, start going to town on that. This comes off cooldown in 1 turn, so we're not going to reset it. This guy can also pop his resistances. Oh, we actually have to come up over here. Okay. And we already used our heal. We have another engineer canister, or another missile launcher we can put out. Where's the best place to put it? Maybe like here? Again, I can kind of stand out in the open because they're what's our range? Oh yeah, we can do that. Well, better luck next time. This guy's just running on in. We have missile launchers that can't do anything. They're on strike. And we have just this cluster of units. It's not a big deal because they have low range and they're low mobility. So I'm not expecting an absolute metric ton of pain to come in despite my awful positioning. It's another reason to have air units. Oh sweet, we can get a couple shots here. Maybe a kill? Heck yeah. These guys are injured, so we'll just move them up here. Okay. So, we can keep firing the missile launcher. And we can put out another missile launcher. Where's a reset? There's a reset. So that eats a lot of their action points away. This guy needs a heal. I could teleport him forward. Although it probably would have been better. Let's see, who else do we want? Well, we could just grab that guy. That's pretty easy. Then all our range units that have lines of sight can shoot him to literal shreds. Okay, so he's dead. This thing will actually churn up light units that are close by, so it'd be nice to just straight up kill it. You can also suction units into it, so this guy might be dead. We'll see what happens. But I can't do a whole lot with these melee units. They're just going to move up our infantry line. We have tons of turrets. Just absolute excessive numbers of turrets. This guy have a heal? He does. We have a medipack. On this front, we have our cannon back. Let's get our shots in first, and let's use our cannon. They have just so much armor. Probably better if we come over here and try to blind them. Yeah, that's a big deal. I can't really put any of them to sleep. Might as well heal this guy. This guy will already heal at the end of the turn. And I think that's all we can really do at this point. Okay, he died. That was a mistake. But now it's time for all the missile launches. I don't even know where this, I think this unit's occupying this hex. So I think I want to run all the way around here and do something like this. And we might as well teleport this guy back out to heal. So now there's really no threat to melee units. Do I have more turrets? I think I'm out of turrets. Actually, we should just finish up what's over here. Took a bunch of damage. Holy cow, how much armor does that have? It has 11 stonking armor. Holy cow. Why does this go through it all, or does it just do that much damage? I'll never know. Look at that. That's disgusting. That's... ugh. Look at all that armor. These guys are just way out of position to do anything. All the turrets in the world. I think that's golden. Well, our clone almost died. So it's just that guy over there. I guess there's stuff over here too. It's not really important, but there's stuff here. pop his resistances. This is a clone, right? Yeah. So might as well just run in. Alright, I think that's pretty much all we need to do. Actually, does this guy have his cannon? He does. Oof. So their tier 4 unit's gone. It's all gone. And we've got a couple of units. This should be... Let's see how the AI handles it. Oh, they took Jerry. It's always Jerry, isn't it? You know what? I'm okay. Jerry died as he lived. Insignificantly. I don't want to sell it. We're just going to put it in the arsenal and ogle it later. But I don't think it matters. I don't even think we've ended the turn yet. It's just... It's crazy. So many battles. These guys... Can I reinforce them with a stack and just go in and fight? I could bring this stack up here. And these guys move them back here so next turn this unit grabs the buff and they move together. That guy's done. We also need to send in some reinforcements. So I guess that's okay. We could rush this. No, we can't. Well, that's an army. So I'm guessing that's what's going to happen next turn. Or gonna have another ginormous fight. Not that ginormous fights are a bad thing, but it's just... How are we turning evil? Oh, come on. We're not evil, we're just winning the game. Oh my gosh. So what's even going on? Well, we've got orange. Is orange doing anything yet? Orange is not doing anything. They're just sporadic. They're just, I don't know. We're just going to invade them and take their stuff next turn. They're just dumbfounded, right? They believed in me all along. Then I started just winning the game, and I didn't take them as an ally. And they were disappointed. I would be too. Ugh. So where are we at? We're still waiting on Orange. Orange, get your shit together. We got a game to win. Oh, they moved. Nope, it went away. They took one look at our army. It was like, nope, we're out. Peace. Let's see. Now on to white. I'll see if that army. What else is white doing? I guess they're just over here. Oh, they're already done. They're like, nope. So, can't do anything over here. They'll win that fight handily, and now we'll see what will happen. Will you fight me? Oh! And they didn't commit. I think we're fine. Do you have any Uber engineers? Oh, I could have upgraded an engineer and I didn't. I'm the worst. We made a mistake. Reload the save, guy. Oh, man. Yes, I know. I can't do anything about it. We could still come back and take it over. This is just... I'm just trolling them with this unit. It's absolutely hilarious. Okay. These guys... They can't actually attack us next turn with one stack, so we can do some upgrading. I don't want to make all of our units garbage, because that would be a problem. But we could... We have a ton of air units, holy cow. I think we want to give these guys regen. And we can give our Echo Walker some cool mods. Let's not make them stupidly costly, but we can give them some extra HP. Grounding Harness would be actually phenomenal. And let's give them anti-armor. Fiber boosted, sure. They got good fiber in their system. It's great. So I don't think this will... The biological or cyborg units, I think most of their stuff's mechanical. Oh, there's some. Is there any other mod that we could give them to do damage outside of sprouting infestation? Or we could give them grenades. I don't think they need it. Do I have any defensive upgrades here? I do have the turrets. We'll do that. And we might as well... Actually, before we start committing fully, I'm going to cut off here because it'll probably be like another 45 minutes for a turn. So I'll catch you next time.